Well, hi everybody. She's back. Oh, where to start? Where to start? I didn't have anything to rant about because otherwise I might have just been ranting for the next 15 hours. Um, I did get some questions from my friend Henry and my friend Mark, and some. I still got a few of the questions that you people wrote me on your uh, comments. And if you want anything else answered that I missed today, please put it on the comments. It makes it so much easier to come back faster if I have a lot of questions. So I promise if I've got it, uh, we'll start it on this one in case I missed any from last time. Is because to keep them current. But if you have any questions, just send them on comments, and I'll write your name down and write the question down, and maybe I can get back right after Mother's Day with you for that. And by the way, happy Mother's Day to everybody out there. I hope you have a good one. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to get to see some of my grandkids and my sister. No, I'm not going to get to see my sister. That would be nice, but I'm going to get to see my daughter. She just got back from a long trip, and it'd be fun hearing all about it. So, so how's everybody doing out there? I don't know. I never seen one person control so much law in my life, but of course they got the corporate media helping them all along the way, putting everything out there, making a one side seem equal to the other side instead of just refusing to cover it or not even following it. I don't know what you'd do, but they don't have to be so ridiculous and compare it like it's one thing to the other. There's no one thing or the other. And we all know that. So anyway, they got that one crazy senator, or what? I don't know if she's a senator or from the House, the lady that did the rebuttal from the State of the Union, who's trying to get a law through, probably the House, because I think she's trying to get a law through the House where they have to sign up if you're pregnant or let somebody know, and then they follow you through your pregnancy. So I mean, next thing we know, women won't be able to drive, and then the next thing we're all going to be wearing one of those beehive deals over our head, and maybe that'll make the men happy because then they'll have all the power. The old white men, and I'm sorry, but it is the old white men that are making all these rules. I'm not trying to make this into anything. Whatever. I wasn't trying to make it racial, but it is. It's right. It's not only disrespectful to every woman in the world. They're the same way with different nationalities too, and it's horrible. So anyway, here I'm sitting here flipping this rubber band. Probably so loud in the mic you won't be able to hear me talking, but that might be a good thing. So so I got to take a break and go turn the air on. I knew better than to sit down here. I thank you so much, guys, because that means my guides are coming in to help me. Let me go turn the air up a little bit. That is so strange because I was just out walking and I had to wear a really light shawl because it was just a little chilly. And I had my door open and I just now shut it, and it shouldn't be that hot. It's just my guides coming in. When people see so many other readers, like I say, they feel cold chills. I feel actually my whole body heats up. Anyway, got a few questions here. Some double ones about, everybody was wanting to know about Aleine Cannon before, would she be replaced? And then that was the first, that was a Gestapular 3574 was the name on that. And just a second, let me stick some stuff out of my way here. And then the first question that I had here was Aleine Cannon. And then where is Jack Smith on Aleine Cannon? So let's the question I had here from this Jazz Tapular is, will Aleine Cannon be replaced? And I know I've gone on that 100 times, but I didn't have it marked out, so I think maybe I didn't. If I did last time, you'll have to forgive me. I could probably just grab this here. I don't want to just know if she'll be replaced. I think she might leave on her own. I don't know. I know she don't want to ruin her judgeship completely, but there's got to be well, maybe there's no plan. I started to say a method to her madness. And it's just getting crazy out there. I say, gotten people wanting to push bills through Congress to follow women's pregnancies, and like I said, it's terrible. Like I said, if they keep this shit up, women won't even be able to drive. Anyway. And so instead of just asking if she'll be replaced, let's ask what's going on with her. Let's see if we can get inside her head a little bit. That would be what I would suggest. So the first one is on Aleine Cannon, or Aleine Cannon. I know her name's Aleine, and I'm always calling her Aleine for some reason. Cards are so wore out, and I hate to get new ones because I just got them where they're soft enough where I can shuffle them. Okay, Aleine Cannon. My glasses, if they're always falling down when I go to edit, I always notice that. I know it's because my ears are crooked, but everybody's are. That's why glasses never fit like they should. I wasn't wearing glasses when I moved up here 10 years ago to read with, but I wasn't wearing them for nothing else. But things change. I wore them when I was young. I had all kinds of eye surgeries and stuff over the years. Well, yeah, she's doing something sneaky. Look at this. But this could mean more than one thing. This could be that there is some people going to really be looking at her and everything she's doing. So this could mean that it's going to get taken to court. We're going to read on Jack Smith and what he thinks about her next, so we'll find out. But something's going on here. Maybe they're doing it under her nose or under the covers or something, but there's some kind of, this is like an investigation going on. And this is the karma card sometimes. And it's also like finishing one thing and starting something new. So maybe she is not going to stay in this position too much longer, or maybe she doesn't even plan on staying it too much longer, just long enough to delay all this till the election, and after that, maybe recused from it. I don't know. Let's see. We got the Wheel of Fortune, something coming to it. The way it's going now, coming to an end, and something new starting. So that's pretty good. We'll ask the pendulum too when we're through. Wow. She's being investigated already. And not and I think there's so many, and then we got judgment on the bottom for the main arcana. She's being judged, investigated, and there's people watching her from all different sides of the law here. So she may think she's getting away with this, but from these cards, it doesn't look like she's getting away with nothing. So what's up here? Somebody's promised, if they're not paying her off already, they promised that she'll make a lot of money and a lot of future deals and everything else if she postpones this thing like she's doing. So she's also getting paid off from somebody. And it may not be somebody from overseas that's paying her, but the money's coming in from overseas to pay her, or to set this up, or the power behind it. Money is power. It's how maybe what's helping grind the media. If that was the other way around, and Biden was on trial, and there was a judge that was going to be on his case that had already tried to keep him from getting all the evidence, the Republicans would have screamed their heads off. I mean, within 2 or 3 weeks, that would have been changed. They would have still been complaining about it even after the judges were changed. That's the difference between the Republicans and the Democrats, and I understand, because that's kind of the way I've always been about life, and it's maybe something to do with which side of the fence we're attracted to. I don't know. You bend over backwards to try to prove that you're being fair. I feel like Biden's up against this a lot. And then they just take the ball and move the fence. So it's just, there's nothing fair about it when you keep giving your territory away. So here's, this could be an investigation. So they may be investigating her for something. This looks like it might be an investigation of her. Wow, I love this. This is in her 7th house. And what were we asking? Is she going to get replaced? I would say by this card, it looks like she's definitely going to get replaced. This is in the 7th house. That's her. And, of course, this is also sometimes a bankrupt card, and she's a bankrupt person. We know that, so that could have something to do with that. But I think it's more like she's going to be out in the cold. She thinks she's in with the big dog. She's going to find herself out in the street with the rats. Oh, I love this. This is my card for when I'm reading on something like this for the Democrats. Yeah, they're going to win over this. So I'd say by these cards, they're going to she's not there for long. Wow. She's also addicted to something. Maybe it's just attention. Maybe she's worried. This is in the hopes and fears. So this could even not even be addictions. It could be just she's really worried because she knows she's screwing up. She knows she's screwing up. Wow. She'll be lucky if she doesn't end up getting indicted or something. I don't know if they've ever done that to a judge, but let's go back and look at this. We're thinking that nobody's doing anything about this, but there's some kind of deep investigation going on about it. And there's help coming in from the 4 corners. This is spirit. This is even spirit. This is karma. This is coming in to help this situation. And there will be a judgment on her. I think she's talking to people that are paying her off or promising her don't telling her not to worry about her job, they'll employ her, but whatever. But a lifetime judgeship is a pretty good something terrible to lose. And then we've got people from other countries kind of in control of some of this money and pressure that's coming down on her, probably from the Heritage Foundation. Half of their money comes from overseas. And then we got, this is the law. This is an investigation. This is her feeling like maybe things weren't as good as I thought they were. This is her out in the cold. This is the Democrats winning over this, and this is her hopes and fears, and she's worried about this. She knows already that she's screwing up, but she thinks that she's going to be protected. All these people are just holding their breath, they think, till Trump gets elected, and then he'll just flip them all loose and pardon all of them, and things to be all hunky-dory. But that's not how it works. Here comes I think she's going to get a summons, a subpoena, something to show up in court. Something's coming on. Something she's going to be called in for something. So it doesn't say that she's going to be replaced, but it damn sure says that looks like she's getting investigated. I'm going to grab the pendulum and just ask if she'll be replaced. So will Aleine Cannon be replaced? That's a big yes. So, you hear, if you listen to the corporate news, they're saying, oh, Jack, can't talk to her or do this because you got to really get her or you're just whatever. Something's going on there. So that's what the next question was. It was, my friend Henry helped me do this. It was, it says, well, I wrote down quick last night, where was Jack Smith? But he wanted to know what Jack Smith is doing, thinking, and feeling about Aleine Cannon. So let's see if we can get the cards going for that. Okay, Jack Smith, what do you have a plan for Aleine Cannon? What's going on in your head about her? So this is just Jack Smith on Aleine Cannon. And if anybody wants a reading, I'm wide open right now. I'm all caught up. So it's lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. Put your phone number in there and I'll get right back with you. lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. And then I have, oh gosh, I can't think of his name right now. I have somebody that sent me their phone number, and if that's you, I'm going to get back with you. Maybe even when I get through doing this reading while I'm uploading this. Anyway, lynntarotreading@gmail.com. And put your phone number in there. Smith. Jack Smith. Okay. I got the treachery card. I got the moon card for the signifier. So yeah, he's definitely, I think he's got a plan. I think he's trying to keep it under the cover right now. Trying to figure out the best way maybe to go at this. I don't know. And then we got President Biden, and I know that they wouldn't even take a chance of talking on the phone. I don't have a doubt in my mind there's no contact between the Justice Department and the Biden administration at this time. But I feel like he really wants to do what's right. He knows this isn't right, what's going on. It's like a I don't usually think of the King of Cups as a righteous card, but when I turned it over, it's like a righteousness. This is in the foundation of this reading. He's really miffed. I can't say pissed. This is not a defeated card for him. I think this is just knowing that this is wrong and trying to figure out the best way to do it without throwing it away. He's got to figure out the best way to do it. And he also feels like if this doesn't get corrected, that our justice system is total shit. So that's another thing that's disappointing him. So this is more disappointment. That's the word for this card tonight. This is disappointment. So he's disappointed. And whatever. With the whole justice system at this time, or whatever, maybe, I'm sure not the whole justice system, but with the way, whatever, it's being manipulated. Let's put it that way. Here's an offer, so he's going to do something about this. He's going to serve somebody or serve paperwork. Maybe, I wonder how long. I wonder if that's going to be right away or if we're going to have to wait for this. But it looks like somebody getting served. And we got an Ace of Cups in the sky, and I'd say yes. That's yes. Somebody's going to get served. He's going to serve her some kind of paperwork or something she has to do, or serve some kind of papers to the circuit or whatever that does. That's who he talked to last time this crap was going on. Wow. And this is in the near future. This is immediate future, and this is a lot of happy Democrats. So I'd say he's going to do it right away. So I think we're going to hear something about this within the next week or so, because this is immediate future. Wow. And this is what he knows. This is in his house, the seventh house. He's got the Hierophant. He knows that all the law and everything going on is actually on his side. It's just the money and everything that's put into the courts and the lawyers that's holding up the courts. So he knows he knows it's right to go ahead with this. Wow. To go after the Queen of Swords, and that's her blocking this. But look at this. This is the winner's card. This is his hopes and fears. He's afraid that if he goes, he'll come back empty-handed, but this looks like he'll come back with what he wants. If he does serve papers on her and go after this, he's going to come back with what he wants. And then I got the Lovers. So is she having an affair? Is her husband having an affair? Sometimes this is something sexual, or it could just people be loving the ideal that he finally does something about this. And I drew another card over the top of it because it was the main arcana, and this is the word getting out. We're going to be hearing about this right away. So let's go back through here. We think he's not doing something, but he's definitely made a lot of plans under the cover because he feels like the Democratic Party's getting the raw end of this. He wants to make sure and take his time and play his cards right before he delivers this, whatever they're going to call it, the paperwork to where it needs to go. But it's a good thing, and his timing's good because this is what's in the sky here. It just shows between right or wrong really clear. And this is something that's going to be done right away because it makes a lot of the Democrats happy. And the judges is going to be on his side. Look at this. This is it. They're on his side. They're in his house. They're in the seventh house. The big judges, the people he would be going to. This is her. They could cut her off. That's the energy around them being on his side because they know she's wrong. This is the winner's card. It's him being a winner. And the outcome is people being happy about it and the word getting out. So I figured I was going to feel a whole bunch of anger coming out of these cards. But there wasn't. Actually, when he loves the law, and when the law works, it's good. He's tired of feeling like he's being stomped down, and he's ready to go for it. And he definitely has a plan. So I would say, yeah, something's going to be done about this. I think he's just tired of. He's there. He's to the point where it's like now or never. I don't know exactly how that works. Some people talk about, well, if he screws up, it's all over. What are they? If he screws up just because he's asking to dismiss her, doesn't mean it's all over. She still got a case against Trump. Still got a case against him. He still took the paper. So I don't know. I don't understand some of the stuff that's being said, and I'm trying not to listen to it. Maybe that's why. But anyway, if anybody wants a reading, it's Lynn Tarot Readings at lynntarotreadings@gmail.com, and put your phone number in there, and I'll get back with you. So what have we got here? We got well, my friend Henry wanted to know what Trump's health for the solstice. That's the solstice. That's somewhere around, I think, about the 22nd of June, which is coming up pretty quick. And so I guess some people have been saying that he wouldn't be feeling good. Well, if he doesn't have to go to any more court cases, he'll sell through this or limp through this. He's not selling through nothing. Don't let him kid you. But he'll limp through this till the election. But if he does have to go to another court case and sit there, I keep feeling like that he could have a stroke or something just because he'll be so angry about it, because he doesn't like to have to do anything that other people have to do. And if he has to, I'm trying to get this where it's not so shaky. I need to get this table tighter. The table's too loose. So if talking too much here. So Trump's health for the solstice. That's coming right up. A little over a month away. Trump's health for the solstice. Let's see if we can get a picture of it anyway. Oh, I'm glad those didn't go on the floor. See what the bottom card is. What's he in trouble for stealing now? More stuff's coming out about stuff he's done wrong. Could have been some of this income tax deal that came out today. Somebody's said they're investigating him for, I don't remember how many millions of dollars, 700 million or something like that in tax fraud. That the IRS is investigating, and we'll have to wait and see. We know how that is. We hear this stuff, and then nothing ever happens. But yeah, this is him busy. He's happy as long as he's he's taking stuff from other people. Is what it looks like. That's his signifier. Is the thief. And we got some lady who's in charge of something that's tired of him being a thief. So maybe it's his wife. I've never thought of her as the Queen of Wands because I never thought of her as that smart. But she's smart enough when it comes to the money, isn't it? She's always redoing her prenuptials and whatever. So some lady's going to catch him stealing. Some important lady. Somebody's going to... Let's see what comes from the next one. So this is about Trump's health. Well, in the third house, we got the Ten of Swords for his health. So he's not in a good place. He's not in a good place. I wonder if Putin thought, I don't know why I'm thinking of Putin, but we got a Ten of Swords here, and this is usually not even self-harm. And I'm thinking that if something happens to Trump, it's because he's going to give himself a heart attack or a stroke or something because he's so angry because he can't control if he has to be inside a courtroom. That's the only thing I think that would take him over the edge if he has to be in more court after this one. But this is also your health. The way I read cards, the third house, the foundation is the health. And so it doesn't look too good. Like death by 1,000 paper cuts, whatever. It's like he's got a lot of people that just the thought energy coming toward him isn't good. And it looks like we're talking about his health. This is news coming out about his health. So this is the energy around the swords. That's one thing he loves being in everybody's brain, and you can't get it every time you turn the freaking TV on, he's right there. And whenever show they are, that's all it is. They got pictures of him, things that he said, things that he done. People are so tired of it. I know they are. I'm sick of it. It's like a bad comedian that you have to keep watching over and over again. And that every time you watch them, you want to throw up in your mouth. It's terrible. So this is news coming out. I'm going to go back and read this in a string in a minute because maybe they try to pretend like somebody's made an attempt on his life or something like that with all these swords. Let's see. Well, up over the reading, we got the Seven of Wands. So this is him blocking all these trials. So he may not have but just this one last trial because this is him blocking. But we're reading on his health, and we're reading on it for the solstice. And we got him down sick in the near future, within the next couple of weeks. But could just be a cold or something, but he's sick, and he's down. And he's got the Empress in his 7th house, so he's still got energy coming out. And he's still trying to birth new ideals, and all of his ideas are horrible. His ideas are not ideal. They're terrible. So, he, something new's coming, something different, something like it's like a karmic turn almost. Look at this. It is a karmic turn. I was reading this for like next month, but this could be this month. This could be just him spending the night in jail or a couple of nights in jail. I think that would hang this trial up and make it last longer, and that's one reason the judge don't want to do it. We're so close to the end of it, he wants to see if he can get through without having to put him in jail because he doesn't want this trial stopped because he's pretty sure that Trump's lost it already. So here's him going away, and this used to, anybody else I'd say he was going to jail, but I don't think he's going to jail. I mean, even if he's found guilty, they ain't going to put him in jail. He's wondering if he'll be strong enough. So he is kind of thinking about jail now. He's thinking if something happened, he didn't win the election, he could end up in jail. Because his hopes and fears is if he'll be strong enough to withstand whatever is karmic is coming his way. And we better hope that karma is coming and he's going to have to pay it because this is treachery. So this is and we're asking about his health, and treachery isn't good, so let's draw one more. The government. So maybe he is going to actually be sick or something. These are not really good cards when you think of people being under stress because of the law, because there's heavy law on him. And then here's the devil. So, two main arcanas. Let me draw till I turn up something lower in the boom. So we're asking about his health, and I hate to put a Pacific time in there, but I did because of the question. Somebody wanted to know about his health around the solstice. Well, it looks like he goes into it feeling all right as long as he can be thieving every day. That's his favorite thing. Some woman with a lot of power has got more influence over him than he likes. That's bothering him, and that could be Melania even, because she just told him his son couldn't get involved in that stuff for the GOP. And of course, as soon as I heard it, I thought, I can't believe that. I bet he hadn't passed that by her. He's going to be playing the victim, but he could be the victim. He could set up something where it looks like somebody made an attempt on him or something. I can't explain it, but if he's not sick or not having surgery, it could be something happening that he, how they are. They're always hollering about their victim, something to playing the victim. I'll just say playing the victim. If it's not something serious, it'd be playing the victim, because this is or maybe he'll be saying he's sick when he's not. But this is the news coming out about his health, something not good. This is him trying to block the news. This is him trying to get all the rest he can when he can. But the reason he's sleeping in court is every time he goes out to his rallies and stuff, they got him all pumped full of shit. You know that. And what's not up his nose has probably been shot in his veins, and it keeps him going. He's not making any sense. He's talking in circles. That's what happens when you take too much of that stuff for too long. Then your brain don't work right anyway. When you're high on it. But this could, in the near future, he might pretend to be sick to get out of this trial or something. He may think this is a new ideal he's birthing, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Look at this. This is not him being in control. He's wondering if he does ever have to go to jail, if he'll be strong enough. But, he could get really sick, because we have the moon in the 10th house. And we still have the law all around him. This is big laws, maybe more cases. This is him letting his worst hate and stuff out. This is stuff that'll make you sick. And this is like somebody lowering the boom on him. So it doesn't say anything about him. There's no death card here, but to me, the Ten of Swords is worse than the death card, and the Ten of Swords was in his third house. So there's something going on. So I don't know if it's danger from somebody causing danger to him or his health, but there is danger. There's danger there. That's probably what's maybe showing up. I think the people that are asking that question, a lot of them are. I've seen it in the horoscope deal, something to do with his horoscope. So it could be, if it's not a health danger, it could be some other kind of danger. He does fly all over in a plane. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to him. I feel like the best thing he could do is to stay healthy and have to go to trial for the rest of his life, because that's where he should be. I seen all this, like I said, the night he got elected, that this was going to bring every skeleton that he has in his closet out of it, and his closet was all skeletons. So I could see this backfiring, and I knew it was going to backfire. I just didn't think it was going to take 8 years. God, I can't believe how slow or bought off our justice system is. So what's next? We got, oh, my favorite. I'm going to have to go. I just had a bath and took a walk. Now I'm going to have to go for another bath. Steve Bannon. Then will he go to jail? It looks like he's not going to be able to get out of going to jail. I think he's already pulled his last Houdini to stay out of jail. And I think that frickin' judge that keeps not putting him in pulled his last one too, or he's going to be in the same boat Aleine is. So Steve Bannon, are you going to jail? You know, we know he's a corrupt, and we know that they've got other stuff coming up. So let's not take too much time on him. Let's just ask the pendulum. It was working really good when I asked it earlier about something. So is Steve Bannon going to jail? That looks like a yes to me. It's going in a circle. A big old circle. Yeah. Yep, he's going to jail. So, okay, is he going to go to jail for We Build a Wall? That's what's coming out next. He should. He's already been in jail for that once, I think, and then he got pardoned. And then he was charged through the government and went to jail for it, and now he's being charged by a state for it. So they have all the goods on him. He got in jail with the first one. Why he should be able to get jail with the second one? Who knows? But I can't trust our justice system anymore. I'm losing faith in it as like I can't believe. But anyway, is Steve Bannon going to go to jail? Let's go ahead and draw a couple of cards for the We Build the Wall deal. I didn't see that. That was underneath there. I thought it meant we all know that after yesterday that he's going to jail for this. Supposed to in 7 days. We'll see. Well, the signifiers for that is the star card, which is sometimes the America card. So if America wins over this, that would be yes. But let's see what else comes. Now, he knows he's in deep shit. He thinks he's a big star because of his YouTube and being friends with the president, but he knows he's in deep shit. That's what's going on here. He's laying awake night worrying him. He don't want to go to jail, but he doesn't see any way out. He's trying to finagle this where he doesn't, hoping that he can change it. But I don't think they're going to mess around with it. I think he may go to jail in 7 days. Look at this. This is the chariot. This is the big chariot. This is the heavy chariot going forward fastly. This is him trying to make some kind of deal. So somewhere in his head, he's still thinking he can make a deal. Somewhere in his head, he's even thought about turning evidence against Trump. I never thought about him doing that out of all of them. But he's a chicken shit just like the rest of them. Probably the biggest chicken shit in there. So this may be him turning evidence against Trump. This is him out in the cold very fastly within the next week or two. So yeah, I'd say definitely going to jail right away. This is a double question or double energy because there's so many different cases. Yeah, this is justice. He's definitely going to go to jail for the rebuild the wall. So we don't need to draw anymore. He's going to go to jail for that. So you got him thinking, telling everybody he's a star, but laying awake night worrying, trying to figure out how he's going to balance this. Some of the money that he's still got put back, he's trying to hide. He's going really fast. His life is changing immediately. He's thinking maybe he could say he's got some secrets to tell and get out of it, but he's also don't want to be on the wrong side if Trump does win this election, which he's not. He's not going to win this election. This is him feeling like he's out in the cold immediately almost. So I'd say that's, yes, it would be about a week, and they actually might look at this. Justice is done. So let's hope these cards are right. There's no other way to read them. There's no other way to read them. So maybe something's finally going to come through, even if it's something as petty as 4 months. At least that'll put him in there till almost the election. And then if he's back in there for that other crime, maybe he'll stay in jail maybe he'll never get out. That would be nice. I shouldn't say that, but I feel that way about him. He's a bad man. He's caused a lot of terrible things to happen all over the world. Not just in our country, but in other countries. He's been spreading this crap of his too. So what do we got next, folks? God. I want to tell you guys how much you helped me at this time in my life, even though I don't come through for you as much as I'd like to. So we got Marjorie Taylor Greene. Henry gave me this question. I should have wrote down, what about her? I mean, we know she's an idiot, and we know that looks like she'll probably win her election because she's in a district that's so red. I don't think there's anybody Democrat that could win in that district. But let's just go into her. Is she gonna, maybe it'll show indictments, maybe it might show something coming up for her. I don't know. I don't want to go in with a 2 or 3 year deal on her, but Marjorie Taylor Greene. God, I can't believe anybody that dumb got into Congress. Know where these guys... It's just money, I guess, because she's supposed to be a millionaire or something. I don't know if it's family money or what, but she just... the damn sure ain't because of her brains, her and her Gestapo. What did she... I can't even say it. She was calling not the Gestapo, calling the Gestapo something else, and whatever she does. The lady's a total idiot. She's probably the most stupid between her and that Bobart lady. They wouldn't have a brain cell between them if they put them both together. So, let's see. Marjorie Taylor Greene, what are you doing? What are you doing? Well, she thinks she's the queen of the May, even though everybody was laughing at her at the house or booing her. But because she is, from what I understand, she's a big, she gets a lot of money for the Republican Party. Of course, if she's giving it to the Republican Party, it's all going to Trump now anyway, but gets a lot of donor money coming in from her area. But look, she's really being blocked. Maybe that's in the past. Maybe she's not, the influence over her, she's not bringing the money in she was. Look at this. This is going from one extreme to the other. Wow, I think she's going to be one of the first ones indicted. I don't know why her first, but after Biden sows this election and they come back for the people in Congress, look at this. I think she's going to be the first one of the first ones arrested. They got a bunch of stuff on her. They already know everything she did during that insurrection and to help it and about it and around it and who she's working with and what part of Russia she's getting money from. So they've already been investigated. They've got a lot of stuff on her already. And this is the Biden administration that's got it on her, which would be the Attorney General, present one. I don't want to talk about him. And this is maybe her trying to balance stuff out. I don't know. We're asking about her, but really not how she was feeling. This is just what her future holds for her. This is, in the future, you might hear something about money. You talked about her having all the big donors. Maybe she's pocketed some of this money because we got the Two of Pentacles trying to balance the money or do something right in her near future. So something's coming out about money about her in the next couple of weeks. And talk about money, in her 7th house, she's looking to see what she's got put back because she's wondering, I don't know, on some level, do you think she knows how stupid she is? And she's worrying about what she'll do next if she gets thrown out of Congress or arrested and has to put a bunch of money again, if she's got enough money to pay for all the lawyers and stuff. She's looking at her money. And this isn't good. We got the out and the cold and the loser card right up against each other here. So that's the energy around her looking at that money, because she's worried now that she's going to lose her backing. It looks like she's going to lose her backing. And it's also that they might find out that she is connected to people overseas. They keep calling her Moscow. That was Moscow Mitch. What do they call her? Moscow Marge now, or something like that. Been trying not to listen to that stuff. And we got a Queen of Cups in her future, and that damn sure ain't her. So who's the Queen of Cups? Oh, that's the rest of the women celebrating all over the world when she does finally get her comeuppance. Wow. This is like about eight indictments coming after her for some kind of theft. Can't just keep drawing cards. I drew one more, and it's the King of Cups, so that's good. That would be not the King of Cups, the Nine of Cups, so that's a lot of money. Yeah. I think she's going to have a money problem. She's always been one of the biggest collector of donor money for her area, but it's like it's turned off. The spigot's turned off. Here comes the law investigating her. Maybe even telling her she's a target or something, because this is like action, not just investigations, but action. And here's showing you that they've got everything on her, that they know every move she's made. And this is the DOJ, or is it the DOJ? It's Attorney General. Yeah, I think the AG, Attorney General. And then this is her trying to balance money, figure out if she's got enough money to pay for lawyers and all this kind of stuff. This is in the seventh house, her still looking at her money. This is her being disappointed because it's not turning out like she thought it was going to. This is the line to the money from overseas that she's been paid off with. And there's some other woman that she's told her secrets to, are told, that has information on her that turns it over. Here's everybody celebrating because she's on her way out. Here's like 8 indictments for theft. And then we got the 9 of Cups, which is, yes, the yes card. Stop and think about it. So it looks like it's saying yes, that she's got her karmic stuff. It looks like it's coming up for her. It really does. I don't know what else those cards could mean. I mean, you can only read them so many ways. A lot of people sometimes say you read them like you want to, but you can't read them. I know reading for people individually like I do, sometimes I just want to put them back in and start over. And if you do, you draw the same cards back 90% of the time. So the cards are the cards are the cards. Especially when your helpers are helping you. And my helpers are close by. I could feel them coming in when I started this, because I could feel the heat coming in around me. And the next one is, I should be marking these off here so I don't have to keep taking time, is Nikki Haley and voters. So what's going on with Nikki Haley? I haven't thought that much about it since she backed out. And I just figured she'd be like all the rest of them, that she'd be jumping on this Trump wagon here in the next couple of months. So if I had to make a bet on it, I'd be betting that she'll be like all the rest of them, kissing his ass in a couple of months. But my friend Henry doesn't think she will be. And that doesn't mean that he's not right. He's probably, she's got all these voters that are wanting her to run. If something happened that Trump strokes out, and this is for fun and entertainment only, and that's the last thing I want. I want him to stay healthy so he can go to court for the rest of his life if need be. I don't want anything bad to happen to him, but I think she wants to be there in case they need somebody to fill that spot in that she thinks she might. So let's see if we can look inside her head and see where she's coming from, because she still hasn't did that backward flip like the bloviated AG from Barr and you know, and that little asshole that wrote that book, the one that thinks he might be vice president. I read that book and it sounded, it was a pretty good book. And now all of a sudden his politics have switched 180. He's the Trump ass kisser. But anyway, let's see what she's going to do. Oh, who else was it that was talking about how terrible he was that says they're going to vote for him? Who knows? Bunch of crazy people out there in this world. And then when we lose it, they're going to wonder what hit them. Everything had changed so fast. It's going to change anyway. There's going to be a lot of changes coming up, but it's going to change faster if this election doesn't go the right way. But I'm not trying to scare you, because I know Biden's going to win. So we got Nikki Haley. What's going on with you? What? Let's see if we can get inside your head. What's going on with you? You're still fighting with yourself, so you don't have any. This is still arguing with yourself. Look at that. We just said get inside your head, and what was that? The 5 of Wands comes out of there. So maybe we don't want to get inside of her head. Maybe it's as empty as Marjorie Taylor Greene's or Lauren Boebert's. Who knows? God. Pretty empty when she's for abortion. I mean, not for abortion. When she's not for abortion, when she's for taking women's rights away from each other, she's still an empty-headed witch. But what's going on inside her head? Where her relationship to Trump and stuff? Why she hasn't jumped on the bandwagon yet? Nikki Haley, what you up to, girl? Well, she does have a plan. Look at this. So I think she might have a plan to swoop in there if Trump has a heart attack or for some reason can't run. I think she still thinks maybe he's going to get blocked. And she's working really hard to stay on her side of the fence. I can't explain it. To keep this in her head, not to jump in with all the rest of them. It's much easier to join the crowd. The foundation is the offer. Does she think that there ain't no way Trump's going to offer her the vice presidency? But he might if he gets desperate enough. I never even had thought of that till this second. Because he's been talking nothing but shit about her. But, he's to his advantage. If he thinks she can help him at the last minute, he may just pull her name out of the hat and say, she says she wouldn't be his vice president. But I don't know. She might get offered it. She's getting advice from a smart man that's been in the government for a long time. And a lot of times this is my Democratic card, but it doesn't mean it has to be a Democrat, but there's somebody that she looks up to and respects that she's getting advice from. Probably in the Republican Party, more than likely. She's looking at her money and seeing if she has to make a last-minute dash, if she might have enough money to back her. If it's close enough to the election, it won't take that much money. I don't like this because it showed her getting offered a deal, and this shows her getting accepting a deal. But this is in the near future, so if she's going to end up jumping if she does end up jumping on Trump's bandwagon, it's going to be right away. If she doesn't jump on it right away, God, look at this. Look at all these offers. They're offering her to endorse Trump. Before this is over, if they don't want her to be vice president, they're going to offer her to endorse Trump. Because they're going to think it means that much, because they're going to want the voters that were voting for her and against him. Got the hangman here, so she's not sure which way to play this. She'd like to be the noble queen. That's in her hopes and fears. But she's got the karmic wheel of fortune in her 10th house. That's strange. I'm going to draw another one over that, but it looks like she's not backing Trump because she's got plans. And that's maybe to come in, if he gets two burdens where she can come in and maybe make an offer to carry this election through or whatever. I don't know how that works. The Republican Party don't even like her. I don't know how she'd be the nominee, but if Trump was in a whole lot of trouble, they'd like her better than nobody or somebody off the shelf, and they know that she's got backing, so she does have there's a plan somewhere in there. And then she's got somebody advising her that she feels like she respects a whole lot in what his advice is. She's looking at the money to see if something like that did happen at the last minute, if she has some money behind her. And I think she had some pretty big backers at one time, and they'd probably jump right back on her. And this is some kind of deal being made. And this is them making an offer to her because of something getting hung up, something getting delayed. And that could be something to do with Trump being sick or Trump being leaving the country. Who knows what he might be up to in another 2 or 3 months at the way things are going. Her hopes and fears does she have enough people backing her? And then the Wheel of Fortune is a total change for her. So either she's going to get totally out of politics or totally into politics. It's like cutting yourself off. You're all in or all out. Well, whatever it is, it doesn't work out good for her. Look at this. So I don't think we know any more now than I did when I started this, except she does have a plan. There's a method to her madness. That's all I can say about her. So, and then I had Melania and then Barron Trump, whatever. And I knew, when I heard that on the news, whatever, I knew damn well that Melania was not going to let. It's not because she don't want him mixed up. Everybody says it's because they don't want the news media on him. I don't think it's nothing to do with the news media. I think she don't want him to end up going to jail because she's afraid the whole frickin' family's going to be in jail and she don't want her son involved. I don't think she wants him anywhere even close to Trump. That's the feeling I get about Melania's feeling about Barron getting into politics. And it's ridiculous and stupid anyway, but at least she put her foot down. And you know he just pulled that right out of his ass when he first came up with the idea and didn't even talk to her about it. But I do want to know if he's going to go to his son's graduation. And you know, I've been on here for over an hour already, so let's use the pendulum for that. Is Trump going to go to Barron's graduation? Is Trump going to go to Barron's graduation? I don't think it's totally decided yet, but that looks like that's a no, almost a yes. It's not decided yet. I don't think he's decided yet. I know he's got that other deal, but he does have a plane. I don't think Melania wants him at that graduation. I'm asking too many deals with that thing hanging there. Okay, let's start over again. And it's a stupid question to ask, but we'll see if the pendulum's working right. Does Melania want Trump at the graduation? No. It's working now, isn't it? Is Trump going to be at the graduation? Looks like it. If the pendulum's working right, Trump's going to go to the graduation, right? So it looks like he's going to that graduation, which would be a kind of a shame because it would take all the, I don't know. I don't feel like Barron or Melania want him there. That's Barron's day, not him to go and make a big ass out of himself and play the victim. But that's just my feeling. So, is one more question. We're just going to ask it really quick because I think this is my friend Henry. And it says Arizona in the fake elector. So is Trump going to be involved in that? I think he's an unindicted co-conspirator in that. Is Trump going to get mixed up in these Arizona fake electors? That's a yes, folks. So we'll end on a yes. We'll see. We'll see. God, I love you guys, and I want to thank you so much, and bless you all. And don't forget lintarotreadings@gmail.com if you want to get a reading. And namaste. Bye-bye now.